What up, though, everybody? You are now under the Blacktop, where we try to get our act together and find unity in the circle of life and friendship. I am Billy.
I'm Timbo.
And I am Ray. It is nice to see y'all. Nice to be
Nice to
back.
be seen.
And just to chop it up, man. Holiday season is right around the corner.
Holiday
Um, not
season.
even right around the corner, man. We are in the throes of
Right.
of straight Christmas time. Like it's like what we less than 10 days to the day.
Yeah, man.
We out here shopping.
It's
It's
till we
just been
drop.
crazy, man. Like for real.
Shopping
Just
it
go.
and like the only place is open.
Well, you mean so Amazon, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Man, that's funny. Actually, man, that's where we should probably start things, man, with Christmas and just what are y'all holiday plans? And better yet, are y'all still shopping for somebody or trying to find that hard person to shop for? What's going on with that? Timbo, what you thinking?
I'm doing art for everybody, so I don't have to do any shopping. So that works out. It's just like, and I hate the stores this time of year, so I try to stay away from as much as possible. Like check DoorDash, like for real. So
Okay, so
yeah,
now when you saying that you don't really that you stay away from the stores, is that something from this year, like a COVID thing, or is it just that
no,
you don't really
it's
care
from
to go
working
around?
at the stores and then just, I would have to work at the stores and then go get something to eat or go do anything. And then I would have to wait in line. It
Oh
drove
yeah.
me crazy. So I don't do it no more. I just kind of stay away as much as I can.
I feel that. What you doing for the holiday?
We haven't really talked about much, but I think just chilling with my parents and having dinner.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like that. Keep it nice and
Yeah.
small. What about you,
Keep it real
Billy?
simple.
Probably going to my parents. I don't have any plans. Gifts right now. People about to get some cash,
Okay.
or I want to go out and give and find thoughtful gifts or just things that I think they might like. But for some reason, I'm just drained by this year, man. I'm just kind of exhausted. And I
Mm,
have ideas, but the effort it takes to go out and look for them, it just doesn't feel fun this year. I even know where to go, and there's so many people that I want to get gifts for. It just feels a little overwhelming. So, and on top of that, I typically wait till I get my commission check from work, which is
Okay.
after Christmas. So people are used to getting their gifts after Christmas anyway. So I
yeah.
Right.
got a little bit of time,
There
to
you go.
to
Or you
really
got the
get
people
myself.
conditioned.
Yeah, people conditioned to get myself into a better mood. But what you said earlier about shopping for the people that's hard, this is my problem with the holiday season.
Uh-oh.
Where I work, I work with perfumes and colognes. People come in all the time and they don't know what they want.
Mm,
And then they know for a fact that the person they're shopping for is extremely picky.
right.
And they don't know how they smell, nor do
Hmm.
they know what they have,
Oh boy.
barely, if they do, know what they like. And I'm like,
This is always
cool,
uh,
I want to help you. It's my job to help you. But help me help you. I
right.
don't know what I'm doing. And then imagine getting that.
But
Imagine
me
getting
and you
that
had that conversation.
all
It was like
day, though.
there is no scent for you. In honesty, it's like we can never get it right. So it's just
Yeah,
you're not gonna find
yeah,
it
man.
here.
But one thing I kind of learned, I think, today after doing this for a little bit is that
Mhm.
sometimes they just want to smell things and see what catches their nose, I guess. Just like when you go shopping for a sweater. You don't necessarily know what color you're looking for. I just want that nice sweater.
That is what it
If
is.
it's distressed or if it has a certain knit type on it. That's what makes the difference. So people
Mhm.
really need to smell, and that's my job.
Yeah,
What
but some people you won't get anywhere though.
what's up, man?
Man, so I was just wondering, how you smell through a mask though? Like how you get that test strip popping through the mask? Or
I
do you
I
not?
wish
can't.
Or like
I had my mask with me. It is so simple. This is your mask, right?
hmm
This is your mask, right? What do you smell with? What do you smell with?
your nostrils at the bottom down here? Yeah.
Okay. Your nose is free right here. You're
Right, so you can
fine.
still smell it.
Just pull it down a little.
That's it. But some people go up under the mask. Some people just like take it off because they don't want to
Hmm.
wear it anyway. I'm like, yo, man, I get it.
Hey,
I
you was just
get it.
looking for a reason.
But just looking for a reason, and then they leave it off and just be talking. talking all over the register, over the pen pad. I'm like, come
Oh
on, I gotta
man.
wipe this down.
See, man, droplets all everywhere.
Can you please put that up, please, for me? I know it's hard.
Put
It's
that
just
up.
my job. It's not. I'm not trying to be mean to you or be a butthole.
Hmm.
We're just trying to help each other, keep everybody safe and comfortable, not just my customers, and my staff.
Mhm.
Exactly.
It's just a respectful thing, man. That's all. Hopefully,
Mm.
it'll be over with soon. But yeah, man, that's how.
Hey, I feel that. Oh man. As for myself, man,
Yeah.
Christmas. Man, I don't know, man. Christmas, our plans kind of change from day to day. Just because it's just so many different things pulling on people different ways.
Mhm.
Everybody wants to be together, Everybody wants to come together. Everybody wants to see each other. We all miss each other, but it's always that give and take of where's the line of responsibility. So for a while, as the family, we were thinking about trying to get together and do everybody get tested. Um,
Right.
but so I don't know. We're still it's still kind of up in the air. I think right now it's kind of leaning towards the same way we did Thanksgiving, where everybody just kind of does their own thing and everybody just kind of jump on, Zoom or Skype or something and just show off their meals and kind of keep it moving.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, which kind of sucks, but hopefully,
Yeah.
it'll be over pretty soon.
Okay.
Yes.
As for people to shop for, I always had the same issue with the same person every year. It's the wifey. I always have a hard time trying to buy for the wife, and I think the reason is because I really want her to enjoy what I get her. Right, she does so
Right.
much throughout the year. I want her to look at something and be like, "Oh, this is dope. This is
Right.
amazing." So I usually try to listen to her throughout the year and try to grab a little small things that she may mention. But this year she's been doing kind of good at just buying the stuff she wants, kind of off and on. So
Mhm.
it's been kind of just trying to watch and see what she doesn't have. What's up, Billy?
Mhm.
I don't know if women even care about this type of gift, but maybe this is a cool option. So
Okay.
where I work, there's like a little kiosk, and the guy he takes a picture and he engraves the inside of a crystal. So whatever the picture is, that is held in the inside of the crystal. I think there's different shapes, but it's 3D.
Oh, that's
So if
pretty
you can
dope.
get of something meaningful, maybe the family, or maybe KJ, or maybe her, or maybe somebody
Okay.
that was passed, or something like that, that
Right.
might be something a nice thing to add. I don't know how much it is,
Okay. No, that's super dope.
but that
Yeah.
could be a cool gift.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Actually, that does sound cool. I'm gonna have to talk to him
Yeah,
after the pod about that.
for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah. Usually that's just what it is. Just trying to make sure, just because I want her to feel special. So it's just
Hmm.
trying to find the things that can kind of let her know that she's appreciated. So I usually overthink that kind of thing and trying to find
Okay.
the perfect thing. And I really love Christmas and I love giving, and buying for people. I love people kind of opening that gift and kind of seeing something that they didn't necessarily expect to get, but they're gonna fall in love with. Like it's just, I love it. So
Right.
it's
Yeah.
just dope. What's up?
I hate that, man.
Oh,
I
what?
hate I hate it when people are like, "Yeah, I'm gonna watch you open this."
Well,
Mhm.
see,
I hate it, man.
Because you
Because
don't like being looked
sometimes,
at.
sometimes it's the person that really don't know how to shop for you. Doesn't
Okay.
mean that you are not grateful for something, but they have this expectation. It's like, well, how you gonna put that expectation on
right.
me? That's
They
not
like
cool.
Billy. They
It's
like
funny. It's funny that you say that. It reminds me of like men who propose to women in public places.
Oh
There's
yeah.
everybody
Wow.
watching. Like, it's really only one thing she can say. Like, I mean, I guess she could say no.
and that's no. Because a couple
Or
of sisters
kill.
have said no. I seen it. Like no.
What you
Even
think?
still.
So I get that point, but if you do it when nobody's around, is it still way the same? Does it still matter
Yeah.
as much?
It's still important. It's still
No,
important.
I know that you believe it's still important, but
Okay.
does she believe it's like it's just y'all two in the basement? That's a lot
Ah,
different.
that's an interesting point. That's an interesting
I
point.
wonder.
I don't know. And we gonna have to get like
How'd you do it? I don't know. How'd you propose?
it was one of those situations where I had them ring on me for a while because I knew it was gonna happen. So it was just more just trying to find a moment in time that I thought was a good moment. And I honestly want to say that it was probably around like your birthday or
It was
something.
the day after, the
Yeah, I
morning
think we were
after.
just like partying around
Morning after.
downtown, and me and the wifey had a room, and it was just one of those things where the moments just kind of happened, and we just had a good day. We were just kind of really loving on each other, and I mean, not in a physical sense, but just
It's your business,
just
dog.
emotional way. We were just
Oh,
in it was in a good pocket, so it just felt right.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Where was I?
You
Um,
were still recovering, I think, that morning.
That's what. Okay, it was in the morning.
yeah, I don't know. I can't remember
That
if it
wasn't
was
the
somewhere.
DoubleTree, was it?
It was at the night. It was definitely at night. See, I don't have me pull over to wifey and ask for the specifics. Then
Well,
I'm gonna
that's
be
the
called
best
out
way.
because I don't exactly remember. I don't know how much trouble I can remember. I remember
But
my
you did.
anniversary. I do. I
I,
remember
I,
that.
I
Right.
no, I
I
did.
remember.
We talking about proposing, man. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. I need to know. You brought
Huh?
up the question. I'm very interested in that. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
No, it was at night though. It was definitely at night though, because I remember being a bit buzzed while doing so.
And this was for my birthday.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
around.
remember getting a text.
It was definitely around that time because I don't know why else we would have had a room down there.
So
So
that means
Yes,
we were together then.
yes. Or we
um
were for that night,
yeah at some
somehow
point
in the
we were together
morning.
because I think
Yeah,
me and wifey had our room had we had different rooms, but
Was it Greek Town? Do you
I don't.
remember
I
what
think
what
so.
It might have been Greek Town.
That's so
Maybe
interesting.
headphones.
What
Yeah,
year was that? Never
well,
mind. I ain't trying to get you caught up. Sorry.
I think we were
Mhm.
engaged for maybe 16.
I don't remember that. I don't remember what I was doing.
Yeah, it
Um,
was 16.
16.
16.
Formation had just came out earlier that year.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember how
All
you
right.
remember.
Beyonce. It's a
We were
reference
all
point.
singing it.
You got it, man. Actually, that's probably a good segue as any, man.
It really
Um,
is.
Okay.
right
Yes.
into this album, man. Tim, you wanna I think this one was your pick. You wanna
Yes, it was. Okay. The amazing. Like, anyway, for this week we did B7, which was released July 31st of 2020 of this year by Brandy. She's one of my favorite singers. So obviously, naturally, I picked this choice. And honestly, I just want to get down to it. I don't know what y'all thought. And yeah, but you were listening to it. You said you had been listening to it over the last 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, yeah, I've been listening to it.
Okay. So what did
Uh,
you think?
I really, really like the album. I don't love it just yet, but I really like the album. This is the type of album that I feel like I need the vinyl love, and I learned this by listening to probably one of my favorite albums, but probably my favorite album of the past 2 or 3 years, the Scissors
Yeah.
Control. I got the
Mhm.
vinyl, and listening to the vinyl, I can't skip
oh, me
songs.
too.
I love it, man. Did you
My
get
wife
the?
got it for my birthday.
Did she get you the Coke bottle one?
This one is no, it's like teal color, aquamarine
That's
color
that's the Coke
vinyl.
bottle.
Okay,
That's
yes, yes.
it's the Coke bottle.
It's
It's well, that's the color of the old school Coke bottles.
makes sense now.
Yeah,
Yes.
yep. I love that color, man.
Also, yeah.
So when listening to that album on vinyl, I have to listen to every song. And I
Hmm.
learned to love every song while I'm downstairs cleaning up in the basement or doing whatever because I can't just skip a song. I have to listen to it. And I get trained listening to the entire thing, and then I can learn to appreciate the music and the album for what it is, not just listening to it like and not really giving it my full attention. I just have to give it more attention when I can't skip anything.
Hmm.
So I want it on vinyl so that I force myself to really sit with the songs and
Hmm.
learn them. And I'm learning that the more I learn the songs and sit with them and sing the songs that I like, I'm really paying attention to what she's saying. So when I'm hearing it, some of the things go over my head. But then when I'm saying it, I'm like, oh, I get it, duh.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Hmm.
Hmm.
But I need to sit with it long enough so that I can find all of the messages in those nooks and crannies, those
Okay.
emotional teases or emotional what's the term? Revelations rather,
Hmm.
because I think she has a lot of them in there, not just in her words, but the way she sings, and I really appreciate that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay. What about you? Right.
Man, I don't know. I might be having to sit and wait for some revelations myself because
Okay.
I don't know, man. This one I mean, I didn't hate it. I didn't love
Okay.
it. I liked it.
Hmm.
It was a strong album. I wouldn't get it on vinyl just because for me off top, I mean, one of the things when I get like vinyls is has to be something that I go in knowing that I don't want to skip a song.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
through the first few listens of this album, I really like the back third of it. Like the back third 11 through 15 I love.
Hmm.
The first two thirds not so much. I mean, it wasn't bad. I just didn't love it. It wasn't necessarily my pocket of R&B. But then of course, then that Daniel Caesar came on. I was like, oh, I like this. So it's just weird,
Yeah.
just a different sound. Not like I said, not bad, but maybe it's just something I need to kind of go back and kind of sit like Billy was saying. What's good?
That's exactly why I appreciated it because it was so different. It wasn't typical.
Hmm.
It satisfied my creative urges, man. That's why I love SZA's album so much. All the melodies, all the harmonies, all of her runs, all of her melodic choices. How she sings, how organic the beats are, how strong the beats are. It just and they complement each other. They don't work well enough alone to me. This is
Okay.
every time I hear the songs, each song they're together. I have to hear them together. It's not like, oh man, I like that beat. That beat real is real dope, but the verse is like whatever. But I can still I love it because of the beat. No, they work together. I love the song. I
I
have to.
agree.
It doesn't give me a
Yeah,
choice,
I do
and
agree with that.
I really do like it for that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It's so
Yeah,
different.
there was a lot of that. It
Hmm.
it all mixed and flowed very well
Hmm.
together. I am curious. Did you guys think that did it sound dated at all to you?
Not to me.
No.
Dated or retro,
Okay, retro.
but
I'll go
oh,
with
say
that.
purposefully influenced from the past.
No, and that's kind of what I mean, right? I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. I mean,
Oh
I
yeah.
had vibes and hints of kind of just an older style.
Well, in certain ways, yes. In certain tracks, I get it's more like you said. It's like nuances instead of it being like outright from then sounded. But to
Hmm.
me, that the vibe does not come off as dated. It just because to me, what she did in this album was like always very progressive. It's just new stuff that people are not used to because she really cares about what she does, and so it's just yeah.
I
But
can really tell too. I feel like I can tell the amount of effort put into this project, the amount of
mhm,
work put into the beats and writing the songs and making them feel the way that they feel and still feel authentic to Brandy's sound
right. Hmm.
Yeah,
without
and
it
that's
feeling too dated or without that with it being dated not getting in the way.
right, and maybe that's what I meant. It's more of like a reinterpretation of an established sound that she kind
I
of
Okay.
got you.
already has.
Yeah,
Got you.
got you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
I
guess
got you.
dated does sound a little harsh when you you
I'm
look at
like,
it like
dang, like it's stuck out of 1989. Like,
What'd you think, man? What are the
uh,
things what makes you like this album so much?
well, for me, I'm just a fan anyway, so it's like it does not matter what it is. I would just be happy, and then the fans know it's been 8 years since she's released something.
wow, I
So
didn't know
on
that.
top of everything that she's doing, for her to still be able, she's doing acting. She was on Broadway. Like she never really stopped moving. She just stopped recording, and so
Hmm.
out of that and back into an album, and for it to still sound as good to me, I think it's awesome. It's one of the most innovative albums I've heard. One of the best albums, like you said, of the last 2 to 3 years, definitely.
Hmm.
It's so effortless for her. She doesn't have to, you know,
It
what she
was
does. She's
effortless.
yeah.
She
So, and I just love the, like I said, the innovation in the music. It's a new sound.
Hmm.
What do you think?
I like when songs can change my mind over time.
Yeah.
So a couple songs I didn't like, a couple songs I would skip, but I'm learning to appreciate them just by sitting with them.
Hmm.
And one of
Mhm.
my favorite songs, if not my favorite song, it's like the shortest song on there. I love
Mhm.
Rather Be. I
Right. Yeah.
love that song, man.
Mhm. It's real cute.
Hey, man, don't make me
Mhm.
feel like that. I just love the song. I thought it was real
You said
cute.
don't make me feel like that.
It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
dope song, man. But yeah, man, that's how I feel.
Yeah. So if I ever met her, I would want to smell good. So we should talk about some cologne. Since that's what we decided that we were going to talk about anyway.
Yeah, man, let's talk about it.
Yeah. So who want to go first?
Ken got something.
Yeah.
Man, of course, man. When it comes to colognes, when we kind of spoke about that, we were going to kind of talk about it. I went
Yeah.
to my favorite because, of course, right? It's something
Your
I've been
favorites.
wearing since like literally 2006 when it came out. This Unforgivable
Yeah.
by by Sean John is my
Part of my
go-to
collection as well. Yeah.
in like most situations. Like I love it.
It's
Like I may have
blurred.
like a whole two bottles like there. It's
Hmm.
I love it, man. It's great. It's just a go-to. Um, I don't even know necessarily the notes that I love in it,
It's
but
floral, actually, which is very rare for a men's cologne.
yeah, actually when I pulled it up now, I do see what the lavender and we got some juniper in there. So
Hmm.
it is interesting. But
Floral is rare,
Yeah,
or the floral
floral and
dominance, because
yeah,
a lot of
floral dominance is
a lot of
rare. That's what I'm
men's fragrances have floral notes in them.
man,
saying.
2016,
no,
Yeah,
2006.
26.
2006.
It's a
Wow,
oldie but a
man.
goodie. It's like
That
that.
Yeah,
what year of high school is that? Is that junior year?
that would be
For me.
yeah, second year. Yeah. I think that was my second
Sophomore,
year,
you second
sophomore,
grade?
third year. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we came out
Wow,
in
man.
'08. So yeah, I guess it would have been junior year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like the fragrance a lot.
smells so good.
It does. I don't think it smells the same. I do believe it's been reformulated.
You know, I'm happy that you brought that up
Uh,
because there was a moment where I couldn't find it at all, and I thought it was like they
yeah,
had
it
discontinued.
disappeared.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did because they told us that at my job. They
Okay.
discontinued and then just like popped back up out of nowhere.
Hmm.
Hmm.
See, man, it smelled close enough to the original where it's still my
Okay.
favorite.
Right. It's still
Okay.
great.
Okay. It's something I like, man. I think I don't wear it as much because I know it's your favorite, and I'm so used to being around you like I was before, like when we were in high school and kind of in college. Like, I don't
Right.
want to smell the same because we can't have the same cologne on when we out. And I'm
Right.
so
Right.
Right.
even though we haven't hung out like that in a long
Hmm.
time, it's still kind of with me.
No, I feel that.
Power
I
of
feel,
friendship, man,
man.
or
I swear. I
brotherhood,
think.
I should say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I,
amazing.
yeah, man. What is on? What y'all got? What y'all got? Actually, before we even go there, what are y'all favorite colognes? Unless you're about to
I'm
talk
not
about your
saying.
favorite cologne.
I'm not saying my
Uh,
favorite colognes. I'm
I'll
not.
talk about one of mine. It's
keep
No.
that
Aqua di
close.
Gio.
Keep that one close to the chest. Okay.
Aqua di Gio.
Thank
Aqua
you,
di
Yeah.
Gio.
Timbo. Thanks for
De jour.
Aqua
sharing.
di Gio.
Is it jour? What how you say it?
It's Joe. I say Gio because
Aqua de
that's what it
jour.
looks like.
Okay.
But it's Joie or something like that.
That's what it looked like.
I'm saying, keep it simple. Like, let's not
Got you. Got
complicate this.
right.
That one is
So yeah,
also in my top. I love that one.
it's
That's a good.
soapy, citrusy. It has a
I
little
love
fresh.
citrus smells too.
Yeah, yeah. Salvatore Ferragamo. What is it? Free time. That's a second for me. That's very close to it that I like
Which
a lot.
one? What's it called?
The free time.
Free time. Okay.
Free time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Free
Yeah.
time. I can't wear free time. It smells good, but on my skin, it's got like a little musty. It's got a musty scent. It's weird. I
Hmm.
can't wear that one. You were talking about Aqua de Gio, whatever you call it, Aqua de Gio.
Yes. Uh-huh.
For some reason, I didn't know this, but I ended up loving almost their entire line.
Yeah. They
I
have
like the
others.
original. There's one called Profumo, which I really like, and there's one called Absolute that I really like. I ended up getting a hold of it, liked it, found myself on YouTube looking at a review. This beautiful woman, I don't remember her name, but she was reviewing the Absolute, and she was saying how when she doesn't want to smell a man who's wearing Aqua di Gio or Aqua di Gio, don't want to get it wrong again.
Hmm.
Because it reminds her of her dad because it's been around for so long.
Hmm.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, I love this fragrance, but I really don't want to remind somebody about their pops
Right.
or perhaps their grandpops.
Hmm.
But the Absolute kills that, and I do want to talk about the Profumo. What's up, man?
Man, yeah, it's just you and your anecdote, right? It reminds me of a story. I
Yeah.
remember one of my favorite colognes back, one of the first ones I was introduced to was
Mhm.
Curve.
Uh-huh.
So
I
I
still like
love
that one
Curve
too.
growing up because I was one of the ones that, my first colognes. And Dana, I remember wearing it like in high school at one point, and Dana, my wife, was like, "Oh, it smell like my dad. It reminds me of my dad. That's like his favorite cologne." And I think that might have been the last time that I ever wore Curve. Yeah.
How did you feel that moment? Did you
Um,
sink? Did your heart sink to the soles of your shoes?
a little bit, man, because your boy thought he was doing something smelling good, and now I smell what 40 years older than what I'm going for. Like,
I don't
To
think it's
talk
your
about
fault, man.
David, that fragrance does smell a little bit dated to me, but it's still nice. I
Dated?
still wear it.
Whoa,
Yeah.
bro. Curve, you can't call Curve dated. Well, I can't say you can't. I just recommend you call it a classic. Some
Mhm,
fragrances that are older, that like that, you just got to call them classic. Because some people don't know how to appreciate a classic. Some
mhm,
people wear Curve today and they walk past you, like, what you got on? Curve. They don't smell dated on them.
mhm. Right.
Fragrances just classics, man.
Uh,
Curve is supposedly a classic.
I might have to try it again, man. It's been probably a good 15 years since
So
I
you
did.
can remind her about her dad now. You
Yeah,
already
you're right.
know,
That
don't
that
you?
might not be. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Oh
You're
man,
right.
don't do it. Don't do
Yeah.
it.
Mhm,
Profumo. So Profumo is the black bottle of Aqua de Joe.
mhm.
Um, for some, Sean got this for me as as a birthday gift or a Christmas gift. Either way, it's really special to me. I really wanted
Okay.
it, and on my skin it smells okay. Before maybe a couple of years ago, it didn't start to smell good until we got maybe a half hour in, 45 minutes in. Then I tried it on last night, and it's
Mhm,
amazing. It's
mhm,
deep. It's woody. Pause. It's got some incense. It's citrusy. It's alluring. It's warm at the same time. I don't know
mhm.
how they do it, man. From one fragrance, these flankers are just some of my favorites. Some of them. So even though I told you I'm gonna tell you some of my favorites, they're some of my favorites. Arc de Jour
Mhm.
has a. They know what they're doing, man. Definitely appreciate those fragrances. One of them I got a compliment on. I haven't worn the Profumo enough, but somebody called me. You smell delicious. I said, oh,
Ooh, that's a good compliment.
thank you.
That right?
Thank you. I appreciate that. So those I learned to stick with.
That's
There
the
you go.
goal.
That's the goal, man.
Mhm.
And I do love it myself. Even she thought it smelled like garbage. Okay. I love this fragrance. It's mine.
Right. Mhm.
Mhm.
That's why I don't like telling people about it though, because you ever wear a shirt, like go buy a shirt, and you know the way you wear that shirt is like really dope. Whatever
Mhm.
outfit you have, but you see somebody else wear it, and you're like, man,
I'm like, it
why
ain't
you
the
got my
same.
shirt on like that?
Mhm. Why you even trying? This ain't for
Like,
you.
I mean, that's kind
This
of
ain't
messed
that.
up. No shade to anybody's particular style. Sometimes
Right.
I just
Yeah.
think that I wouldn't say that there's an effort missing. Maybe they're just stylistically challenged. Either way, we got the same shirt on, and you representing like this stylistic
It ain't
choice.
working for you. It
It's
ain't working.
not. It's just inappropriate to me. That's how I feel about cologne sometimes. What's up?
it's funny,
Wow.
man. You know somebody who I think about like that, who I think of that's like that? Anytime I see Fabulous wear anything,
Uh
I'm like,
huh.
oh, that looks so dope. But I
Yeah.
couldn't, like, 90% of people couldn't pull that off,
No,
man.
you're right. You're right. Was he wearing like a whole jersey suit, like
Man,
a basketball, like a Looney Tunes jersey with the matching shorts or something? They
man,
just made it look cool.
it'll look dope on him,
Yep.
anybody else. And it's like, really? The tunes. Like, it's just weird, man.
Has he come out with an album recently?
Man, I can't call it. I wanted to come in and ask you guys how you even came about finding new music, just because I have such a hard time legitimately finding new music. I'm always surprised when I'm like, oh, Cuddy came out with a new album.
Hmm.
Like,
Well, I mean, sometimes it is announced in news. Sometimes. So I mean, I just follow those type of stories anyway. So
okay,
probably part of it for me.
And I ask people, and then with the podcast, I'm just forced to look for different music, and that's the music that I've been listening to. Sometimes the recommendations on title are pretty dope, even if they're too
Okay.
far left. Just try it, find out, because the songs will string each other along. Just let it play, or just like try Pandora.
Mhm.
That's pretty much how I get my new music. But I'm around a lot of music heads who always got something new.
we'll
That too.
see. Yeah, and that's what I
Try
need.
Bass Nation. You might like Bass Nation. That's on YouTube. There's no
Okay.
lyrics. It's just all beats, but the beats are pretty dope. And Zay told me about Bass Nation because he wanted some beats like that, and the beats are really dope. They
I
dope.
can't wait to hear what you got cooking if it's gonna sound like that. I have heard a bit of some Bass Nation stuff before.
Okay.
So if you're working on something like that, that might be some fire.
Mhm.
Hoping it, trying to make it there, trying to
Hey
get it there,
man,
man.
it definitely will be. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
but time and effort,
yeah.
man.
And speaking of which, also, if you have any producers that you follow or producers that you know you like, just follow them and see what projects they've been on. That'll take
Okay.
you to some new music.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Okay, good stuff. Good
yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
Okay, yeah, I didn't mean to pull us off our cologne topic. It was just that music came up, and that was just one of the things. I was
Yeah,
sitting looking for new music, and I was coming across stuff. It just seemed like it used to be a lot easier to find new music than it is now.
Mhm.
maybe there was just a lot more new music out.
It could have been, or maybe even just the circles that I'm in, like you said, kind of the people you talk to. I mean, just being in the house
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
only going to work, and then the people that I work with is a little different from, the people that I used to work with and the vibes and the circles that I used to be in. So
Okay.
it's probably a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Hmm.
But
Maybe we
yeah,
should make a support group. If anybody's watching, you got some new music for us to listen to, y'all should drop some.
Right.
Uh,
I would definitely
just
listen
find
to
a
it.
way to tell us. We'll listen to it
Yeah,
for sure.
we got a
Um,
whole segment dedicated to music.
how about this? If you really want to know, find some new music, how about you Google it?
That is both insulting and very actually clever.
Hey Google, what's new in music?
It sounds like he's on a commercial, man. Good job. So you deserve an endorsement. Either way, that's where we find ourselves throughout the week or throughout life. We find ourselves asking some very interesting questions, and Google gets to see them before anybody else. So, what have you guys been Googling?
I Google
Anybody?
famous Dave's. I'm hungry. I'm always trying to eat.
What?
I could have
Yeah,
guessed that it was gonna be food, man. Wasn't it food last time?
Yes, he told us that. You see, you probably told us it's going to be food every time. I
not
love
every
Famous
time, but
Dave's.
often.
I love the muffins because they're
Yeah,
like
they are good.
cupcakes. I love them, man, and I love the sweet and zesty sauce. It is not the same when you buy the
That's
bottle, or it doesn't. It's not. It doesn't taste the same when you buy the bottle.
I haven't had that yet.
In the restaurant, it's super dope. It's just
Okay.
well balanced, but in the bottle, something. It's just maybe it's got a bad batch.
you
It's not
shake
the
the bottle.
same, man. I did. Trust me, for sure. Because I bought it because I wanted that taste. It was
Okay.
Mm.
not that taste. I tried
Yeah, this was
everything.
not.
Nope.
Mhm.
I can't return it.
I love to
I
get the
never
rib
come with the
tips.
bottle.
So
I can't do the pork, man. I don't miss it.
Man, rib tips. That was my last meal, man. Some
What
ribs.
kind?
Oh man,
Oh,
that's
what?
funny, right? Man, talk about just a throwback memory. As soon as I said that, I remember seeing you at that Pistons game.
When was Rasheed Wallace playing and they came back and won the game
Oh man, it was
off one of
great.
his threes? Is that what happened?
It was something like that, man.
Because
It
we were
was.
on our way out,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
everybody was cheering. I think we had made. I think did we meet each other out? Did we see each other from across the stadium,
I
or
think
we
we
made it
saw
out
each other in
out the
the
chairs?
concourse on like the way out or something. I
Okay.
can't remember exactly how it happened.
Okay.
Oh man, but it's just a funny memory because I remember
Yeah.
after that, we went to, or right before that, I was with this young lady that I was that I went to the game with. We had went to like
Okay.
Fridays or something like that, and that was like my last time having like
rib
pork. I think it was
or
I
pork.
think it was pork ribs. It was
Uh,
beef and pork ribs. It was ribs from Fridays, but
was
it was
Mm,
just
that my
well,
birthday too? Because
bro.
my brother, I
Yeah,
think my brother took me to
that's
that game.
yes, it was actually probably the day after your birthday because I think that I think that the day that I count as my last day of eating pork or beef is
Yeah.
the day after. So
Wow, man.
yeah, a
And you
lot of
just,
stuff happened around your birthday, huh? Proposing, making life changes.
I think that's just a testament to the brotherhood, man.
It's the season.
That's what I say. I forgot what I was going to say. Either
No,
way.
I it was just funny you brought that up. That was the last time that I had eaten pork or beef. You were saying that you don't miss pork.
Oh,
yeah,
To
I remember.
like those.
because we were googling famous Dave's. I was.
Did you stay for the game or did you leave?
No, yeah, we watched the game.
So y'all watched the rest of it. I remember so many people leaving and they missed the best part.
No, yeah, I think we saw the whole game and
Okay.
saw the comeback, and yeah,
Okay. So,
crazy
um,
memory. It was just funny how just memories kind of just pop in your head. Like so
mhm,
much that day jumped in my head as soon as I
yeah.
thought about ribs of all things.
So yeah, that's what I googled. Some famous Dave's, and I'm
uh,
not ashamed at all
what did you Google about famous? Why did you Google famous Dave's?
because I wanted to get some rib tips.
So
Oh, he tried.
you ordered through Google?
Yeah,
You looking
I
for
it's
DoorDash,
DoorDash.
huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's DoorDash. But
Okay.
I mean, it's still on Google though, because I don't know. Dealing with Papa Tim, sometimes he says call it in, and he really means DoorDash it. But
Oh,
sometimes he actually means call it in, so it's hard to follow sometimes. So
okay.
it does end up in my Google search.
Man,
Okay.
you
Mhm.
already know. As a child, you are supposed to read the mind of your parents and know exactly what they mean. Come on,
Teach you to
Mm-hmm.
be a couple steps ahead, though,
Right.
if you try.
just try to.
What about you, man? What you been googling?
Man, what have I been Googling? See again, like Tim, I get you on the food stuff because, well, this one I wasn't Googling necessarily, but Google kind of owned them. I was
Mhm.
YouTubing, some wok stir fry stuff. So I was just trying to figure out just new tips because I really want to get I want to get another wok because I got
Lock it
one.
up.
What's up, Billy?
How is it holding up?
The handle just recently broke on it. The not the main handle, but there's like a little secondary handle that you can
Yeah.
kind of hold on the outside. That part just recently came off. I'll probably get some wood glue and fix it. But since I use it a lot, I wanted to just get another one just
Okay.
because when we do use it, we typically need to because it's some time in between where you kind of got to stop and kind of clean one out a little bit. It would just work a little easier if we had to. So
Okay.
I've been kind of just looking just to see what type of walks the professionals use and what they look for when they're buying it. So they look like different sizes. I learned like you don't want to get something too small because it overcrowds. And what I'm noticing is that a lot of the main ones on sale are a little smaller
Hmm.
than the more traditional ones. So I'm trying to figure out, what I want to do. So that had me on YouTube sitting there looking at different walks and recipes and going down that whole little rabbit hole
Yeah.
of like how they even use the oil. Like sometimes they heat it,
Mm-hmm.
then they'll put the oil in to get it on a non-stick surface, but then
Hmm.
pour the oil out and then put in cold oil before they cook to help sear and not stick. This was like a lot of stuff that you
Wow.
get
Can
when
you
you
send
start.
me that?
Oh man, yeah, it's like a good little videos that I was sitting there like, oh really,
Okay.
really. So and then another thing that I was Googling or YouTubing was drill music. Just trying to figure out what drill music was. The wife and I was having a conversation about just the state of music and honestly just how many people have been passing in music, and it seems that a lot of the people that are kind of been passing are about that life, and it kind of took us to drill music and what is drill music and all of
It's
that. So
about
that
being
was
about that life.
it seems to be, yeah, seems to be,
I
hey,
never heard about it until y'all discussed
we
it.
rap
So
about it, we are about it, and this is what we do. So, I mean, to each his own. Everybody needs to stay safe. I mean, but
stay
I don't know.
home. I mean,
Hey,
people hate hearing that, but
Wow.
yeah, that's the
and
truth.
this is a side rant. I made the mistake of following a page on Facebook. I'm not going to say their name since it's going on this is going on YouTube, but they're about traveling, and people are still traveling and still asking, "Oh, well, what's there to do in Houston? Nothing. They're locked down. Everybody's locked down."
No,
And it's just
people.
like it's been so frustrating for me. I'm like, I almost want to follow the page, but I did like it before when it was okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to get
Okay.
that out because I was talking to my parents about that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Nah, I
Awesome.
feel that people are moving though. I know a handful of people that have during this pandemic have been on vacations. I know people who are planning to go on
Mm-hmm.
vacation pretty soon. I mean, to each
Do
household
you
is
right?
gonna do them. Everybody just kind of needs to be safe. It's not something that I'ma do,
Don't come
but
crying to me though.
I mean,
Please don't. I will
what
clown you. I said, don't come crying because I will clown you.
oh man, what's up, Billy?
Can you imagine if we actually put the money down for that cruise from last year? You were talking about like, we need to go somewhere,
Man,
anywhere, whatever we would have put the money down for.
hopefully we would have had some insurance, some travelers insurance.
You
Too.
got to pay for that too.
Actually, man, they nickel and dime you for everything. I'm sure you
Wow.
do.
I mean, I see why it's important, though.
It's best, yeah, because
Yeah.
they be playing with that too.
Now on
Uh,
cruises, I would probably. Oh, see, I don't know, because I was about to say on cruises, I would probably get it, but I went
mm,
on a cruise and did not get traveler's insurance at
uh
all. So I was about to talk out of both sides of my neck right there.
huh. Speaking of insurance, my Google,
Hmm.
this
Mm-hmm.
is probably the strangest one I've had in a while. I don't know how it happened, how we get on this subject, but I'm speaking with this woman, and she's telling me she knows someone who was in the army, apparently got bit by a spider, and
Okay.
contracted herpes simplex. And I'm like, what? Excuse me?
Wait,
Right.
and you
What?
Googled what instead of herpes spiders?
That's exactly what I googled. Can herpes be spread by spiders? And I didn't get an answer. And I said, wait, can herpes simplex be spread by
Mm-hmm.
spiders? and I got an answer. It wasn't really like a yes or a no, but it's like maybe one of those weird things that actually happens in life,
Uh,
which is so strange. How do you what?
Right.
Well, how I felt was I didn't want to say anything. I was just kind of like, man, that's unfortunate. I don't want to say
Right.
anything because sometimes maybe that person told you because they didn't want you to know what they was doing, and that's how they got. I mean, a spider. That's like a dog ate my
Yeah.
homework, man. What's up, man?
Man, that was my question, right? You would have your significant other. They come up to you and be like, "Hey, look, woo, woo, woo. I got the herpes simplex or whatever, whatever. But I know what you're thinking. It was a spider. Like, come on, like,
Like when Spider Man got big, got superpowers. Like now you got herpes simplex.
That's one of those leave your keys at the door type
Come on, dog.
situations. Like,
oh man, that
just
movie
get
would have
out.
been so quick. Spider Man get bit by the spider, get
I
herpes.
go. That's
Movie over.
terrible.
No Mary Jane.
Nope, it wouldn't be at all.
I don't
I
think.
don't.
Yeah, that's
I
I
that's
don't
mean,
think
quite
Mary Jane
bizarre.
believed in that one, Peter.
it, I think that maybe it's possible if that happened to you as a person. I'm sorry that you are in that position and that this is your answer or explanation. Um, if I heard that, I probably wouldn't believe it. I'd just be like, you don't have to lie to me. It's cool.
Right.
You
You ain't
You
gotta lie,
know what I
Fred.
mean?
you gotta
But at
lie.
the same time, that's a serious thing. Getting anything from something like that from a spider,
Yeah.
I mean, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it
Absolutely.
is.
And
Yo, bro, they got me looking at spiders different.
Right. Like
then she told me there was a name for it, but she couldn't remember. I'm like, nah, it's a name for the spider that like spread
them
Uh,
herpes
names be hard to
simplex.
remember. That is true.
But that means there's a spider that really does. If it has a name, that's what it's created to do to spread herpes. Who made the spider? What's going on? This is why it's just like these things. I don't believe these things work together. I just don't believe it. Maybe it's possible. I gotta. I don't. I can't. I don't want to say I gotta see it because I don't want it to
Right. I was
happen.
about to say you gotta see it to believe it.
Niggas
But
out here
you know.
manufacturing spiders to carry herpes. Oh man, no, that is a new one on me,
Isn't
and
it?
that is
Right.
very unfortunate. That
It
It's
is. It's
above me
unfortunate.
now.
and if that's the case, I would hope that Army insurance is good.
If they,
Right.
well, yeah, I guess. And what do? You got it.
Yeah,
You can't pay me enough to not to have this.
yeah. I guess it ain't no accidental herpes insurance. I guess who purposely get herpes though. So
Right. So I'm doing my training on my drills, or I'm sleeping in one of these cots, and I get
what did
bit
you
by
say?
a
Did you just
spider.
say herpes? You had herpes
Herpes simplex.
Simplex.
I don't know the
simplex. What
difference.
is well? Okay, I'm about to say what is the difference between?
I'm
Please,
glad you asked that question.
that's my next Google.
Maybe we should put it in El Sombrero de Preguntas.
I can't. This whole Spanish title.
Mm.
Maybe.
We probably
But couldn't
should.
listen to a whole Spanish
I don't
album
even
though.
think that was
That is the bottom of that.
I don't even think that was good. I don't think that was the right way. But either way, we're here, right?
Pregunta.
Are y'all ready for this
Hey,
question?
yes.
Okay.
Un sombrero or
Un,
Okay.
questions.
un sombrero de preguntas.
It can, yeah, she
Okay.
said.
Does a person's name determine anything about their personality?
Whoever wants to go can talk.
I don't know. That's an interesting one, right? I mean, that's what I
Mhm.
like about these questions is that for the most part, this is our first time kind of hearing the questions. I guess unless you're the one who put the question in the box
Mm-hmm.
or the sombrero.
El sombrero.
Um, that's an interesting one. I guess off top, my thought would be no, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's their own person,
Right.
but then you do have the beliefs that people have and that they attribute to you, right? So you start to hear things like, oh, your name means this and your name means that. And I think that over time, that maybe that in itself can kind of have an effect on maybe the way you act and maybe the way you kind of even see yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that in itself, the name doesn't, but maybe the interpretation that society puts to a name may.
Connotation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
I agree with you there, but there, what names happen to me? Like my name, William or Will. Wilhelm, I think it's German, whatever. It means will and desire, or maybe strong will and desire.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, if that's what your parents have in mind while they're grooming you, even if they never say the words, they groom you with this idea in mind. If they understand what your name means, then maybe it does have something to do with their personality,
Mm-hmm.
because it's in the background, just
And
running.
is it a nature or nurture thing though?
I don't know. What if it's both? Because I mean, words have power, and so
Yeah,
do.
that's my thing.
But we also give power to words. Just had this kind of crazy conversation. Shout out to
Right.
Hugo Biggs and Chevy. Crazy.
Hmm.
That was a wild conversation, man. I wish we recorded it. But just the power of words and the power we give to words.
Mm-hmm.
There's a clear difference.
Yo, that should be a topic right there. Because yeah, now I'm not going to even go down there because we can talk
Mhm.
about that for a while. What do you think,
Yeah.
So
Timbo? What you think?
yeah, I think it's a little bit of both, I guess, in a certain way. My thing is, even in Black culture, and depending on whatever your spiritual belief is, what you say and what you name something is important because
Hmm.
it does have a tendency to kind of like set the tone for their life or to maybe even set the tone for who they are, like you said. So it's important. You just don't want to name somebody something bad. Is what I'm getting at. It's really something good, something that like the discussion aspire to. Uh, so yeah, I think that they're very important. I would, and I'm not saying that anybody was saying take them like lightly, but that's kind of I'm just like it's just from what I believe. I think they're very powerful and they're very important.
What'd you say? You said what you believe. What do I believe?
They're
Oh
very
man,
powerful and
Very
very
powerful.
important.
Okay. Okay, I got you. I agree
yeah,
with you, man.
right, right.
I really do. Any last words?
Um, man, happy holidays.
Yeah.
Your boy is
Happy New
thankful
Year.
to be here. For another year. 2020 has been super crazy. Shout out to everybody that's just still out here working, doing what you got
Hanging
to
in there.
do.
Yes, essential workers, all
Um,
of you.
I'm praying
yeah,
for the
all
people
of
that
it.
are not working.
I
Right.
mean,
Those two.
everybody, those sick with COVID, those who have passed, those who have
Yeah,
family
man.
that passed, just everybody. I mean, it's just been crazy out here. The healthy people out here traveling, mask up, if even if it's you feel it's a hoax, throw the mask on for, just the benefit of other people, man.
It's not even
Um,
about you.
yeah,
It's about
man,
other
just
people. That's
just
the big problem. People are selfish.
exactly, man. Just peace and love, man, for real.
Paz and bendiciones.
Hey.
See, you shake your head for, man.
I'm just
I can't.
shaking my
I
head
can't
just to
say.
say.
I can't say peace and blessings.
Okay. What was it? Is it what was the word?
Paz y bendiciones. Yeah, bendiciones. Peace and blessings.
Okay. You gotta send that to me. It's fine.
Paz, P-A-Z.
Pause.
Any last words, please?
Oh no, I don't have any. I'm good.
Oh no.
Yo.
Okay. Um, ladies and gentlemen, please give us some new music. If you have any
Yes.
answers about this question, does a person's name determine anything about their personality?
Yes. What do you
Share
think?
it. Yeah, what do you think? Thank you all for tuning in. If you like the show, please let us know. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Blacktop is not closed.
Peace.
Peace.